All right. Well, happy, I guess it's Saturday morning right now, but it's technically uh, Friday, day 41, and 75 hard. We have made it this far, and today was a pretty good day. I actually jumped on the pull-up bar at work during my last workout and worked on my negatives because right now I can't do very many pull-ups. So I'm working on building up my strength in that area. And honestly, it was challenging, but it also felt really good. So that was my biggest takeaway from the workouts today. This morning, did a 45-minute ruck, and it was good. I was in a hurry, so I actually made incredible time on it, and I was pretty happy with that. Um, so I mean, sometimes being rushed can help you out. Uh, Funny thing, I ended up tonight. I had to. So I read um, some more 32 Principles with Henry Gracie. Excuse me. And one of the two that I read from today was the Pivot Principle. And funny enough, I actually utilized the Pivot Principle tonight for food. So I planned out my day, and kind of midday through it, I was like, okay, I ran over to the grocery store, picked up a couple things, and then was like, all right, this is what I got. I'm at work. This is what I got to do. I got to hit these metrics. And, these are the whole foods I have. These are the supplements I have. Like, how do I combine these? How can I make this into a workable situation? So I start going through it, and I managed to do pretty damn well. One of the things that I had was I needed carbs. So I was like, all right, what do I got? And, I do Cheerios as one of my main carbs that I kind of stick with on a pretty daily basis and steady, stay on. That helps me stay on top of that. But I get home and I'm gonna have to eat a buttload of cereal. Like, I mean, a lot. I was gonna have to do 3 cups to hit my carb goal. And so 3 cups of cereal with a cup of milk. That would have hit my calories, carbs, and I put my fats in the right spot. So those 2 things that was a lot, but I was gonna do it. I get home and there's no cereal. It's all gone. And well, apparently one of the 2 boxes that we had that I thought one was completely full and not used at all, one of them was totally empty. And so, and I guess my family ate the rest of the other one. So I got home and there's no cereal. So, I had to figure it out because, it's after midnight at that point, or around midnight. There's very little that's open. I mean, there's Taco Bell, but that can't do that. So Taco Bell is out of the question. So what do? Start looking around. We have oatmeal. And I have some nut butter from First Form. And it's like their honey. So it's like it's so good. But worked it out. So I had to do 3, same thing, 3 cups of oatmeal. So it's a lot of oatmeal, but and just 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon of the peanut butter, and it worked out, knocked out. So I perfectly hit all my calories today, and I made that little change. So I was structured going this way, got knocked off course, had to pivot and come back, get back on course. Um, so, I guess it's also kind of the river principle. See, that's where like it gets kind of confusing because it's very redundant in some things. So like, one could say that's an obstacle, right? So I float around the obstacle. Someone else could say, well, you just, I'm not, I have a structure of a diet. Like I know what I need. I know I have pieces that I can put into it, but it's not rigid, meaning that, I can, if I need to make a change to when I hit that goal, I can make that change. So that's, a pivot is like a change. I'm changing direction quickly. So, yeah, I don't know, man, it's one of those things that it's where, like I think I talked about a couple videos ago, in the attributes, there are really like some prime, principles. And then there's subprime. Like there's things underneath it that make up each of those. So I think there's probably less principles, to be honest, like major principles, like the major nodes. And then out of each of those, there's little trees that come out, they branch off into smaller, more defined things. So that's kind of what I'm finding when I'm reading this, is that I really think maybe just they kind of lack that knowledge, that they don't have, they don't realize that these 32 things, that's a lot. It's a lot. And maybe you could kind of group them and then distill those groups into, those majors, the major principles that really matter. That's just my personal opinion, and I could be wrong. So, but anyways, I thought it was kind of cool that I kind of hit one of those principles, and as I'm going through it, I'm like, hey, I'm following this thing. Everything else pretty good today. Not a real complicated day. I worked, so I did have 12 hours of shift. I had my hour fitness break in there. It was busy, but also I had my downtime, so I was able to get my reading done, and I even got a little nap in this morning before I got my run in, so I was able to sleep a little bit, take care of business, and then get my ruck in, then finish getting everybody to school, go and take a shower, and getting everything ready. All got done, so no issues there. It was a good day. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of it. I'm not having didn't have any profound thoughts today or anything. Just today was a lot of noise going on. I was just a lot of chaos, a lot of moving parts, so to speak. So yeah, that's kind of where I am. Just following those tasks and getting everything done, despite all the other chaos that's around me. But back to pull-ups. So doing those negatives, I started actually by getting on the little back pull down thing. Boom. So got to here and just held the weight, and then real slowly trying to keep the shoulders down, let it up. So then when I jumped up onto the bar, so I jumped up, got myself to here. Now hold in that pull-up position. You're at the top of the pull-up, and then slowly let your arms start to go until you go all the way down to the bottom, then drop off, jump up again. And I don't know how many of those, but that's what I did for the last 10 minutes of my workout. So it's really focused on building that. So that's something it's a focus for me. I really do want to build that ability in me. It's something that I struggle with, and I've struggled with most of my life. So I want to get much better at that. And that's kind of it. So yeah, I don't really have anything special else, other than that today. But I do have Nacho. We have Nacho. Nacho just came in. He just came in. He's hungry. Gotta feed him one more time today. Hey, say hello. Say hello. Hi. Hi. In a wave. Oh, he's a good boy. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. He really is a good dog. This is a very good dog. He's very sweet and very loving, as you can see. He's even good with strangers. He is just a really good, sweet dog. Not a guard dog, but just a really nice companion. He's a good boy. All right, I'll let you down, buddy. There you go. He's a good boy. So anyways, yeah, he misses me when I'm working all day, so he comes down when I make these videos, and he's always trying to get on my legs and get pets. He's a very sweet dog. Anyways, I thank you again if you watch these videos. Hopefully there's some insight in here that if you decide to go through 75 hard and you want to take up that that for yourself and build that mental toughness, that you can kind of maybe look at a couple of these videos and get an idea of what you're going to be going through. And that being said, I have a thought. I do have a thought now. And I don't know if I've talked about this, but one of the guys in the group posted something about, hey, don't you think it just gets easier as you go? And a bunch of people chimed in, and I chimed in, but my thought was a little different. A lot of people were like, oh, just wait till you get to this day or this day, and but I agreed with him. When you're dialed in, when you have developed the habits, like I had the habit of water. I was already working pretty steadily on a diet. I was already doing one workout a day, so I had to add in another one. So I just had to manage my time a little better. I was already taking progress photos once a week, so now I just do it every day. It's not a big deal. But another thing that I do that I think is important is that I see every day as an individual day. I don't look at what happened the past 40 days. Today was 41. That's the day I'm focused on. And during that day, whatever task I'm on, that's the one I'm focused on. If I'm on my workout one, reading doesn't matter. If I'm the first thing I do in the morning, take my progress for a photo. Until that progress photo is taken, I don't think about workout one. And once that progress photo is done, then it's all right. What is workout one? Let's go do it. Get that done. Then we're on to, all right, what's the next thing? Let's get some food. Start working on our diet. Let's get first thing really after my workout, Formula One ignition, bang, bang, recovery. Then, all right, well now we need some longer lasting protein. We need some carbs. Let me get some fats. And we start putting that stuff in, dialing it in. Okay, let's start structuring the whole day. So I work on my diet. When I start, once I got that kind of filled in, then okay, let's get some reading done. Boom, knock out those 10 pages. Focused, not thinking about any other crap. Not thinking about workout 2. Not thinking about, oh, I got to drink more water. The water is happening as I'm going. then when it comes to workout two, that's workout two, bam, done. Now I've only got a little bit of food left in the end of the day, and a couple of ounces of water, maybe 20 to 40 ounces of water. So that's how I structure my day. Because it doesn't matter when all those things happen. It's when they need to happen. That's what I'm focused on. So whatever task I'm doing, that's the one. That's the only one that matters right then. All the other ones will get done when they get done. So the other part of what I said was that how hard it is in you. So if you're doing if it's easy, maybe you're not pushing as hard as you could. So you want to make it so that yesterday was the easy day. So whatever you're doing should build off of what you had before. So, and what I'm doing today should be focused so that the next stuff that I do is I'll have a platform to build from. So I'm constantly building my foundation. What can I do to get faster? What can I do to, this is how fast I did these today. Can I do it faster on this? When I go out on my first workout, rock tomorrow, can I do it faster than I did it yesterday? Can I get a little bit further in that 45 minutes? Can I do, one more pull-up negative? Ed Mylett. I say Mylett. I think it's Mylett, but I'm not sure. But anyways, Power of One More was a great book. I read it before starting 75 Hard, and even listening to his podcast, it's one of the things he talks about. It's like when he works out, it's like instead of when most people do 10 reps, he does 11. Just give me one more. Give me one more. I did that tonight. I was doing my pull-up negatives, and my timer went off. I was like, no, let me get one more. Jumped up there, one more. Got it done. I didn't have to, but I did. And those are the things that make a difference. Is one more. Just do one more. One more than you did yesterday. One more of whatever. So most of the time I'm not reading 10 pages. I don't do the bare minimum. I'm usually hitting 11, 12. Just because I'm going to do a little bit more. Doesn't have to be a lot more. Just a little bit. A little bit more every day is going to put me further ahead. And it doesn't matter if I'm ahead of you or if I'm ahead of somebody else. I'm ahead of the person I was yesterday. So the person that I am today is better than that person that was on day 40. The person tomorrow better be better than the person that's sitting here today on day 41. That's progress. Even though it might not be a lot better, just a little better. Just one more inch better, whatever, and one more millimeter better, just a little bit better. So that's kind of it for that. That's my thoughts on 75 Hard. So it should be a little bit harder every day. That should be your push. So the only easy day was yesterday, and take it one day at a time, one task at a time. So that's kind of all I got. Once again, thank you. I truly appreciate it if you're watching these and you get any insight. And that's why I'm here. If there's something that I can do to help, you can always comment. Easiest way though is probably coming through, jump on Instagram, give me a follow, jump on my, throw a DM to me, say, hey, saw your video, interested in, finding out more about what you do. This is where I am on my journey, and I'd be happy to help, see what I can do to help you. You can also help me out. You can help support by following the First Form link. If you've never purchased from them, I get a little bit of a kickback. So um, definitely appreciate that. If not, if you've already bought from them before, I don't get anything, but hey, I encourage First Form products. They help me out a ton. All of the improvement that I've had, all the extra protein that I put in comes from First Form. And, I find it highly beneficial. So, yeah, that's it. Just thank you, as always. Please like, subscribe, share, all those things. Help us grow the show, or help me grow the show anyways. I don't know. Us, I guess, if you're watching, you are one of us. One of the BAMFs. Yeah, so, it's Benfield Academy Martial Arts and Fitness. However, also badass motherfuckers. So anyways, thank you. Have a great night.